Alright, so this is KH2FM level 1. Hold on, let me just show my stats, because I realized in the first video I didn't. I am in fact at level 1, and will remain this way the whole game, because of the zero experience ability, which this game introduced. I'm saying a lot, I'm sorry. Twilight Town, there's not even really a point in recording it, but I figure I may as well. This is where the actual fights for Sora start, but they're just a bunch of enemy fights. I doubt I'll die, but I've been surprised before. There was one required fight before this, but you lose it anyway, and it's faster to just get hit by the nobodies. The fight will be over in like a couple seconds. So really, the beginning of a level 1 run isn't difficult at all, mostly because, especially at the most early stages, you're really only like a couple of levels behind where you normally would be. So it's just like playing the game normally, and I think my TV is a little bit loud. It's just like playing the game normally. It gets a little bit more difficult once you get to Hollow Bastion, because at Hollow Bastion you would normally probably be around level 7 and you're still at level 1. Land of Dragons is probably the first world that is a little bit challenging, I would say, because it's there where you first start feeling what it's like, or it basically gives you a taste of what the rest of the game is going to be like on sort of a smaller scale. The one thing I like about doing a level 1 run is that there's no point in fighting unnecessary enemy battles unless you're trying to farm an item. So it really speeds up the game, because I just like run past everything. The things that are unfortunate are when you try running past an enemy horde and die. Also, my camera's being really weird. Every time I try setting it to do one thing, it feels like I just got used to the opposite orientation. So this guy needs to stop going on the ground. Personally, I like this part of the game because Sora is still in his like undergrown Kingdom Hearts 1 clothes, or small. I don't know what I'm trying. You know what I mean. His clothes are really small and it looks weird. I wish there was a way to keep this costume on for the rest of the game. Anyway, soldiers. They're really not that difficult to deal with because of their Cyclone reaction command that usually lets you take out 2 to 3 Heartless at a time. You just gotta be mindful because it can do a lot of damage to you if you're not paying attention. Simple. I would stop skipping scenes, but I've played this game. I tried calculating it the other day, and I think I've played this game for at least 300 hours in total, counting Kingdom Hearts 2 Vanilla and Final Mix. So I'm kind of tired of watching the cutscenes. Anyway, I have the feeling that this is gonna end up being a difficult thing to record, assuming I go through with the entire game, mostly because there's a lot of points where I'm just going to be dying a lot. I mean, if I had done my first level 1 run recently, or even beaten the game recently, it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but all things considered, I haven't really completed a playthrough of this game in its entirety since I recorded my playthrough, I don't think. And now we get got Star Seeker, which is pretty useful. But I feel like it might be better to have Critical Half equipped, which is Kingdom Key's secondary ability, instead of Air Combo Plus. But then again, I might be wrong. It depends, because there's a certain point in the game when you start just equipping things based on how useful they are and not how they improve your survivability, because you're going to die in one hit anyway. Like, I never have Cure shortcutted in a level 1 run. I never have potions equipped near the end of the game, because if I get hit, I'm probably going to die anyway. And in any case, I usually find that it's a better idea if I just have like auto limit or something. Auto limit form, not auto like limit abilities. Because limit form is useful for 99% of the fights in this game. Anyway, I guess I'm just gonna go straight into Hollow Bastion. Oh, excuse me. I might play up to Land of Dragons since I'm a little bit bored and I'm really not doing anything else. Actually, I have to take a short pause in a second, but the magic of editing will make it seem as if nothing had happened. Not really, because I'm probably going to get lazy in editing as well. Anyway, the puzzle pieces were introduced, but considering I only have 2 right now and I can't reach this one until later in the game, there's not really any point. I'm going to talk to the synthesis removal just to see what I can make, if anything. It's really looking like nothing. Yeah, nothing. Alright, well, that's kind of expected. Anyway, sea salt ice cream. This game begins the obsession with it. There's a fight up ahead. I believe it's better to have Valor Form equipped in this fight. But give me a second, because I gotta go do something. Alright, pardon me for the interruption. Let me just quickly, let me see. Oh, I got an elixir. Okay, that's useful, but not right now, because I don't have magic. Wait, don't I? I should have fire, right? Damn, really? It's been a while since I played this game. I don't know when I get fire. Yeah, I remember Valor Form being useful in this fight. I don't know if I should go in drive, so I'm just not going to bother. I do know that there's a samurai in this fight, and samurai are very scary because they're strong, and for them to appear this early in the game, and considering that I'm at such a low level, it's just, oh, kill me now. Which they might. Oh shit. Oh, you can skip that whole fight. Alright, awesome. Damn, I didn't even know that. I thought you had to win that. I'm gonna take this. And I believe here you get Blizzard, which is useful in the upcoming fight. Personally, I prefer to put Blizzard on square. Let's see if I can grab this. Cool. Apologies if 1, I can't speak today, and 2, I sound bored, but I try to like be more focused when I'm playing at level 1, since anything can and will kill you. just gonna take the short way over here because I'll be able to avoid most of the Heartless. This fight is actually really annoying because it has like 4 or 5 samurai and you have to kill them. So, and Donald and Goofy aren't part of your party for some reason. Like, they're there in the story, but they are removed from your party and replaced by Leon as a guest. So you can't drive. And you don't have Donald to heal you. And pretty much you have to protect the door from being destroyed. Which is about as fun as watching paint dry. But infinitely more stressful. See, the thing is, sometimes samurai stop flinching, and then that's when you're fucked. Oh, damn. Okay then, I'm not going anywhere near that. And there we go. So that fight is, I guess, the first fight where there's actually a threat of, like, seriously dying. Mostly because of the samurai, but it's not that bad. I hate that you can't skip these scenes. Alright, and okay, so next time we're gonna be doing this world, the Land of Dragons. Yes, there we go. Yeah. Okay, so I'm recording this after the fact because I played this part of the game at night. So, Beast Castle, bosses only. First off, we have Thresholder, Man, what a gigantic piece of shit this boss is. Basically, he'll start the fight off, just guard and you'll be fine, and then as soon as you go near him, the two statues next to him will awaken. So basically the strategy for those is guard their attacks and then use the reaction command to instant kill them. Then, after you go next to Thresholder again, you can get off 2 combos and then Hook Bats will be summoned. Here you want to use the Hook Bats' reaction command, which will allow you to both kill off some of the Hook Bats and also deal damage to the boss. Also, it makes you immune from his shockwave thing. So anyway, this first phase of the fight is actually pretty easy. So you just do enough damage, get him out of the door, and you go and attack him. You can get off about half his health, and then he'll retreat back into his body, and then the second phase will start. The thing I hate about this phase of the fight is that he does this move, and I can never seem to guard all of it, and you know, I died. But then I remembered that, hey, Mickey, this is one of the worlds that Mickey can appear in, and I never said I wasn't going to use Mickey. So yeah, if you're expecting this to be some sort of super skilled, super technical level 1 run, you are in for something completely disappointing, because no. Although I'm not planning on using like stat boosting items, but that might change just because the game is still hard at level 1, whether your stats are boosted or not. So yeah. So I use Mickey. Pretty much the strategy is, whenever I'm playing level 1 and I get Mickey, I just use him to deplete the boss's health as much as I can, because why not? And even if I fully restore Sora, he'll probably die in 1 hit anyway, so I may as well just do as much damage as I can. Now, this part of the fight, I got a little bit stressed out because I couldn't seem to reach him, and I thought he was going to retreat, and I was going to have to do the second phase again. But thankfully, I managed to kill him. So up next is Beast, but honestly, I'm not even sure why I'm including Beast, and there's no point in even commentating that, so I'm not going to. Alright, and now we have the true boss of this area, or of this visit of the world, which is, I know the second phase is called Darkthorn. I can't seem to remember what the first phase is called. I don't really care. Yeah, basically, this first phase is pretty easy, because he only has about 4 attacks. So he'll start off the fight and he'll enter the wall. He possesses different parts of the ballroom. He'll possess the wall and send a shockwave all across the room. Then he'll immediately go up to the chandelier and then shoot lasers from it. Now I forgot that you have to attack the chandelier, so I did end up taking a little bit of damage here, but it wasn't anything super threatening. So, you attack the chandelier, and once you deplete the chandelier's health, which isn't that much, you can use the reaction command and remove him from the chandelier. Now the problem here is that my damage output is shit, so I end up, this phase of the fight takes a while. But anyway, when he enters the ground, just jump after about a second and a half, and you'll avoid all damage. Then he'll possess the pillars. You go and attack the one that he's in. It takes about 2 combos to get him out, and then you release him and do combos, and that is the entire fight. He doesn't really pull anything new, except near the end of the fight, he starts switching his possession targets more rapidly. But all in all, this part of the fight is really simple. Alright, so once you kill him, the second phase of the fight starts, and I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea how to fight this boss. Like, I don't know his pattern, I don't know any strategy, I never know what's going on, I just kind of wing it. This fight is pretty much the definition of YOLO strats for me. I was just like, yeah, let me just use the limit, so that takes off a decent amount of his health. But he starts off the fight invisible and use reaction command to make him visible again, but I don't understand anything that goes on in this fight. Like, it's just so forgettable, but it's still so early in the game that it doesn't matter that I don't really know what to do to fight him. The game is still relatively forgiving at this point. So, reaction command, slam the chandelier down on him. The bosses in this world really have a hard-on for this music, like all of them have used it. But anyway, so yeah, I attack him, and then he does this, which I didn't even know, and he kills me. And then Mickey, and I was like, alright, sure, I'll go for it. So then, basically, I just use Holy until I run out of MP, and then attack him. And then he like does this thing, and I'm like, alright, this is a perfect opportunity to fully charge the drive gauge so I can revive Sora with full health. So that's what I do. But then my MP comes back, so then before I do that, I just barrage him with Holy again. And even though he's invisible, you can still log on to him and everything, so it's just, yeah. And he reaches me, but his HP is already at 1, so I just revive Sora, and, well, yeah, so that's the fight. Yeah, so that concludes this video, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm going to be doing Olympus Coliseum, I believe. So yeah, deuces.